Hello children. Yesterday we have discussed up to question number, in previous class we have discussed up to question number 22. Now we will discuss question number 23. Question number 23. Again similar type of question as we have done question number 22. What is the difference? See, the number of rows was equal to the number of seats in each row. Number of rows and number of seats in each row both are equal. It means let number of rows be x. Correct? Let number of rows be x. Then according to question, number of seats in each row is also equal to x. Correct? Now example, suppose there are 10 rows and in each row 5 students are there or 5 children are there. Suppose there are 10 rows and in each row 5 students are there or 5 children, 5 persons are there. It means how many total persons or how many total students are there? It means we will multiply 10 into 5. Now if suppose 10 rows are there and in each row 10 students are there, then they both are equal as given in this question. Suppose number of rows and number of seats in each row both are equal. 10 rows and number of seats in each row 10. It means then total will be 10 into 10, that is 100. Understood? So therefore, what is the total number of seats? Total number of seats is equal to, we will multiply both are same, it means x square. Now some conditions are given. If number of rows is doubled, number of rows is x. If number of rows is doubled and number of seats in each row is reduced by 5. What is number of seats in each row? Is reduced by 5. Correct? Now then what is the total number of seats? Then total number of seats, x into x minus 5. This understood? If number of rows doubled and number of seats in each row is reduced by 5, then condition is given, then total number of seats is increased by 375. Then total number of seats is increased by 375. This total number of seats means this is the new condition. This is the new condition. Originally what is the number of seats? Correct? Originally total number of seats x square. But here when conditions are imposed, what is the total number of new seats? New total is 2x into x minus 5. Formula is same, number of rows will be multiplied to number of seats in each row. Then on this condition, number of seats is increased by 375. It means original number of seats is increased by 375. It means new number of seats is equal to original number of seats increased by 375. This understood? Correct? Now multiply, what will come? Final equation. Now final equation will be here 2x square minus 10x is equal to x square plus 375. It means x square minus 10x minus 375 is equal to 0. Now you can see, if you will divide this by 25, what will come? 25 and 25, and then it means 25 and 15. It means this is x minus 25 and x plus 15 is equal to 0, correct? It means two values will come, but one is negative. It means x will be 25 or x will be minus 15. You can verify. Minus 25 plus 15 minus 10x, and minus 25 into plus 15 minus 375. You can verify. It means this is your answer, number of rows. This cannot be the answer since this is negative. Clear? Next question is 25. A bus covers a distance of 240 km at a uniform speed. Due to heavy rain, its speed gets reduced by 10 km per hour, and as such it takes 2 hours longer to cover the total distance. Assuming the uniform speed to be x km per hour, form an equation and solve it to evaluate x. Now distance is given 240 km. Uniform speed we have to take as x km per hour. 25 uniform speed is it is given x km per hour. Distance is given 240 km. Clear? Now, if speed, see, we are knowing speed is equal to distance upon time. What is not given? Speed is given, distance is given. We have to calculate time. Time is equal to distance upon speed. What is the distance? 240, and speed is x. This is the original time when speed was x and distance 240 km. But due to heavy rain, its speed gets reduced by 10 km per hour. It means speed gets reduced by 10 km per hour. X becomes x minus 10, and as such it takes 2 hours longer to cover the total distance. Now think, if your speed is reduced, time taken will be more or less. If speed will be reduced, definitely time taken will be more. If speed is increased, then time taken will be less. Now here speed is reduced, but the distance remains same. But the distance is same. Now what is the time? Now what is the time taken? Again formula is same, that is distance upon speed. Distance is same, but speed is now, in second condition, distance is same but the speed is changed, x minus 10. Formula is same, time is equal to distance upon speed. Now it is given that as such it takes 2 hours longer. Definitely it will take 2 hours longer. 2 hours longer means more than 2 hours, means from original time it is taking 2 hours more. Understood? From original time it is taking 2 hours more. Or one more method is there. Here both the numerators are same, correct? Now which time will be greater? This time will be greater or this time will be greater? Here speed is reduced, it means this time will be greater and this time will be smaller. It means directly we can write 240 upon x minus 10 minus 240 upon x is equal to 2. Correct? Clear? That it is given that this time is, you can see numerators are same. Here the speed is reduced, it means this time will be greater. When speed is reduced, time will be larger. But here speed is x, it means here time will be less. It means difference of these two timings will be 2. Correct? Okay, now final equation. Final equation means 240 is common, 1 upon x minus 10 minus 1 upon x is equal to 2. Now transpose this will become x minus x plus 10 upon x square minus 10x is equal to 2 upon 240. 2 upon 240 means 1 upon 120. Correct? Then this will become 10 upon x square minus 10x is equal to 1 upon 20. Finally, x square minus 10x minus 1200 is equal to 0. This will be your final equation. You can check. Correct? Now minus 10x 1200, it means you can take 40 and 30. It means minus 40 and plus 30. X minus 40 and x plus 30 is equal to 0. You can cross check. Minus 40 plus 30 minus 10 and minus 40 plus 30 multiplication minus 1200. It means x will be 40 or x will be minus 30, but speed cannot be negative. It means this will be rejected. It means x will be 40 km per hour. Correct? Now 27. Similar type of question, but a car covers a distance of 400 km at a certain speed distance 400 km. Had the speed been 12 km per hour more, the time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. Definitely. Distance 400 km. Had the speed been 12 km per hour more, time taken for the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. Find the original speed of the car. Suppose original speed be x. Let original speed be x km per hour. Correct? Distance is 400 km. Now, what is the original time taken? Time taken for x. Distance upon speed. When speed was x, distance 400 km. What is the time taken? 400 upon x. Now, if the speed is increased by, it means x becomes x plus 12 km per hour, but the distance is same, that is 400. Correct? Speed is increased by 12 km per hour, distance same, then the journey would have been 1 hour 40 minutes less. Here what is the time? New time taken, you can say. Formula is same, distance upon speed, and speed is x plus 12. Now you will tell which time will be greater. Here speed is more, speed is increased. When speed is increased, time will be less. It means this time is greater and this time is less. Understood? If the speed is increased, time taken will be less. It means this is greater and this is smaller. It means we can write 400 upon x minus 400 upon x plus 12 is equal to 1 hour 40 minutes. It means 1 hour 40 minutes must be converted into hour. All will be hour. That is why 1 hour and 40 minutes means 40 upon 60. It means this will come 1 hour 2 by 3. Correct? Clear? Final equation will be 400 is common. 1 upon x minus 1 upon x plus 12 is equal to 5 by 3. Correct? Now this will become x plus 12 minus x upon x square plus 12x is equal to 400 transposed. It means this will be 5 upon 3 into 400. It means x cancelled, therefore we are having x square plus 12x is equal to, here what is left 12 and here what is left 12 into 3 into 80, it means 36 into 8, it means 2880, correct. You can cross check. It means final equation will be x square plus 12x minus 2880 is equal to 0, correct. Correct. Now we have to solve this quadratic equation. You can apply quadratic formula also. Little bit calculation is greater. Or 2880, see, here it is 12 and here it is 240, it means 240 into 12, 240 into 12, 240 into 12 means 2880. Now 240 can be written as 60 into 4, 60 into 4, it means we can take 60 and 48 or not. We can take 60 and 48. This will become x plus 60, x minus 48 is equal to 0. X minus 60 or x is 48. This will be rejected. It means 48 kilometer per hour is the answer. Correct. Or we can apply quadratic formula. What is quadratic formula? Now by using quadratic formula is, first we have to find a, b and c. A is 1, b is plus 12 and c is minus 2880, and the formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now substitute this will minus 12 plus minus b square means 12 square 144, minus 4ac means minus 4ac will give plus 4 into 2880 upon 2, correct. Now this will square root will be 0, clear, and add. It means 11664. Take the square root. 11664. This will be 1. Then 2, 16, 0. Now this will become 1664. Correct. It means this will come 108. You can verify. 208 into 8. This will come. It means square root. Complete square root is 108. What will come? X is equal to minus 12 plus minus 108 upon 2. Correct? Clear? Clear? Square root will be, here I have done once again. You can see. Now one value will be negative, one value will be positive. It means what will come? One value will be x is equal to minus 12 minus 108 upon 2, and one is x is equal to minus 12 plus 108 upon 2. This will be negative, we will not take negative value. Clear? Now we will take positive values. Minus 12 plus 108 upon 2. This will come 108 minus 12, that is 96. 96 upon 2. It means 48 kilometer per hour is the answer. Correct? Now question number 28. 28. Similar kind of question. An aeroplane covered a distance of 400 km at an average speed of x km per hour. On the return journey, the speed was increased by 40 km per hour. Write down an expression for the time taken for onward journey and the return journey. Okay. Distance is 400 km. Average speed is x km per hour. Clear? Distance is 400 km. Speed is average speed x km per hour. Correct? What is the time taken for onward journey? For onward journey, again distance upon speed, but for return journey, distance is same, but the speed was increased by 40 km per hour. It means this will become x plus 40. Similar question we have done. Initially speed was x, 400 upon x is the time. For onward journey we are taking, this is time, this is also time. We are calculating time for onward journey and time for return journey. 400 upon x plus 40. If the return journey took 30 minutes less than the onward journey, now you will see which journey will take much time, greater time. Here the speed was increased by x plus 40. When speed was increased, time will be less. It means this time is greater. This time is greater. It means 400 upon x minus 400 upon x plus 40 is equal to 30 minutes less. 30 minutes means 30 by 60 hours. That is 1 by 2. Remember, this is hour. Finally, this will be also hour. Clear? It is given if the return journey took 30 minutes less. Definitely this speed was greater. It will take less time. It will take greater time. It means greater time minus a smaller time is equal to 1 by 2. As we have done in previous question. You have to solve this. Correct? Now in next question, number 29. Distance between two towns A and B is given 216 km by road, and distance between the same towns A and B is given 208 km by rail. The speed of the car is given x km per hour. Clear? And speed of the train is 16 km per hour faster than the speed of car. It means these all are the details. Correct? Now calculate the time taken. Here what is the time taken? Distance upon speed. Here what is the time taken? Distance upon speed. Correct? First part, second part done. Time taken by the car, time taken by the train. If the train takes 2 hours less than the car, if the train is taking 2 hours less than the car, it means this speed is less, this time is less and this time is greater. Why? This is given that if the train takes 2 hours less than the car, obtain an equation in x and solve it, and fourth part, hence find the speed of the train. It means this time is less, denominator is greater, and this time is greater. It means final equation will be 216 upon x minus 208 upon x plus 16 is equal to 2. Correct? It is given 2 hours less. It means 208 upon x plus 16 is less. 216 upon x is greater, more. Therefore 216 upon x minus 208 upon x plus 16 is equal to 2. Now you will solve the equation we have done earlier. Here you will simplify, frame the equation and then solve it by quadratic formula or by factorization. Correct?